Hello there and welcome. Ryan Nordahl here, Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. I want to welcome you back to the channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification. That way every time I upload a new video, you get that video notification right away. We've got some pretty cool stuff now in our new merchandise shop, so you want to check that out. I'll leave a link in the description below this video. Check out all the tools and products that we're using in these videos. You can also find links to those in the description below as well. Really appreciate you guys supporting us. It means a lot to us. Without you, we don't have anything. But anyway, we're out here today. We're less than a week away from Christmas. Unbelievable weather, but what a great time to get out in the woods or wherever on your property and get a jump start on the 2024 season. We're in here today, we're doing some hinge cutting. We're hinge cutting some cherry trees and soft maple, just really enhancing this bedding area a lot more that we have here on my brother's farm. We're also doing a little edge feathering for them where we can. We're cutting back the edge of the field a little bit. We're also laying some trees out towards the field, laying those tops back. It's giving us some screening to get back into this inside corner a little bit more securely, hiding our movements into this stand location. We've got a water hole here. It's been a flurry of activity in here now this year, and we're just making it better so we can get into our tree stand location without spooking as many deer out of this bedding area. We're moving these deer closer to the food source, to the ag, this is all ag field out here. This is what we have to hunt on my brother's farm. There are no food plots back here. We do have an opportunity to put a food plot in back behind me here where I just walked from, and I think it's going to set up great. But hinge cutting works on this property. It's not recommended for every property, and I do not recommend it for every property. But here it works. On all of our farms, actually, and all of our properties, it works. It's what we have to do and to get woody browse down to deer level. We're instantly putting browse at deer level by hinge cutting. We're also getting the regeneration through the spring and summer off of our hinge cuts. Those are live trees yet, and it's producing a ton of browse, which is essential. The most essential part of a deer's diet is woody browse year-round. Period. So, it works on this property. Woody browse is the most essential food source there is to deer. They have year-round food source with the hinge cutting, the woody browse availability, the leaves in the summertime when the foliage is on everything. And we're keeping all of these trees alive. No, they're not desirable trees, especially these soft maple, soft silver maple. They're not the most desirable. They're never going to make good logs. But why waste it by just cutting them down and eliminating them? Yeah, we're allowing for new pine. I want instant cover right now, instant side cover. It's going to allow the sunlight down in. We're opening up the canopy, taking some of the larger trees out. We're getting sun down to those pockets that are opened. We're getting a flurry of great regeneration, be it hardwood regeneration, forbs in the summertime, and just increasing the thermal cover in here this time of year. Yeah, it's been cold. We've come off some cold spells, not deeply, severely cold, which is unusual for this time of year, but these deer would be in here a lot more on those cold, sub-zero days. And it's working. It's worked this year. We've been able to take a few more does out of here now this year. My little boy was just in here a couple of weeks ago, and we shot a doe out of here for my brother, and this is setting up great. But this is just one of the projects that we're doing here. We're also taking some of our in-woods food plots now, especially our little micro plots and stuff that are in the woods and might be covered with leaves. We're blowing the sticks and leaves out of there, just so the winter rye that we have planted has an opportunity to germinate very well come spring. and once the temperatures start to warm back up towards spring here. But we've got a long ways to go till spring. But the weather is allowing. I mean, we're supposed to be up near 45 degrees, almost 50 degrees by Christmas. What a great time to be out in the woods if you're done hunting. I know there's still a lot of hunting opportunity here in Wisconsin and throughout the upper Midwest here until the end of the month, into the new year. I mean, right here in Jackson County, Wisconsin, we're able to bow hunt right till the 31st of January. But for the most part, we're done on this property. Maybe take a couple does out of here yet during the holiday hunt that we have coming up, which is a special antlerless hunt. And really, here on my brother's farm, yeah, it's got to be done. You know, there's enough does out here, and we're going to take some yet. At least 2 more off of here. My family could use a doe yet, and I have an uncle that has requested some venison, so we're going to do that for him as well. We've got the tags to do it, so everything will be legal and legitimate. But a lot of opportunity out here yet, you know, especially with this nice weather. I can't repeat it enough. Get out on your property, start assessing some of the projects that you could be doing here instead of wasting time. I know it's going to be Christmas. I want you to spend time with your family, and I want you to be safe. Hinge cutting isn't for everybody. You got to have the right tools. This habitat hook is the most important tool I have, along with my wedges and my hammer that I have, you know, so I can safely fall some of those larger trees. And by no means am I telling you to go out and start whacking down trees. If you don't know what you're doing, if you have any hesitation whatsoever, call a logger. Always call a logger first in case there's good timber, viable timber opportunity. Timber harvest opportunity is what I'm trying to get at. And then we can go in and assess from there if there is a hinge cutting opportunity. And always hire professional if you have any hesitation of running a chainsaw or how to properly hinge cut a tree. I see a lot of guys without the proper tools, you know, taking those dangerous angle cuts. Boy, there's nothing more dangerous than an angle cut. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that tree to fall a certain way without the proper toolage, or you're cutting it way too far. Yeah, you're doing a nice horizontal cut across the tree, but you're taking it too far because you don't have the proper tools to make that tree tip. And it turns out to be a mess. I get it. You got to have the proper tools like this habitat hook to gently push these trees over, to gently pull them down. You know, and we're not taking big trees by any means. If they're larger than 6 to 8 inches or larger, we're completely face cutting them and falling those trees completely off, you know, cutting them completely off, and then hinge cutting our smaller trees on top of those trees. You know, it gives the smaller trees a great cushion to fall onto, and we're keeping that connection a lot better, intact a lot better. And guys, now's the time to get out on your property when it's take advantage of this nice weather. You know, as soon as we get back from our Christmas down south at my wife's parents and family over Christmas here, we're going to be back in the woods. We're going to be doing some doe hunting, and we're going to be out doing some habitat projects, you can bet. And we're going to have fun doing it. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on this video. As always, I can't thank you enough for following me on my YouTube channel. We're well over 1,000 subscribers now, and I appreciate that. And the more likes and shares that we get of these videos, the more the algorithm picks that up and spreads it out to more people, more habitat enthusiasts, more deer hunters. And guys, God bless you all. Keep living the dream. Thanks for following along. Merry Christmas.